Language strengths. Giselle's miscues show that she sometimes reads too fast, but as a good reader, Weaver 2002 notes proficient readers identify words faster than and apparently before they perceive individual letters. Right, so kids are going to be, especially proficient readers, are going to be. They're not looking at every letter in the word, and that's how you can confuse treaty with treat, right? And the other miscues that she made, which are appropriate for because readers use the shape of words to predict what the text says. Right. So proficient readers draw upon some of the visual information in the letters to have identified the word. That is pretty awesome. I would have thought that in the past she would have gotten those words wrong. Those miscues would not have been miscues. They would have been marked X, and I would have made her study those words in the past. But today, just making sure that she's using strategies. And so, for example, if we look at a sample, right here is a place where Giselle is reading too fast. So we'll look at line 6. Above all, so she takes a pause. So this slash is a pause. And above all, he wanted to see a League of Nations. So when she reads and pauses, it kind of makes the sentence sound awkward. And so we are working on using the punctuation that is in the text. And this was a long pause. It wasn't like a reading the comma pause. Just want to make sure that she does those things, pays attention to those cues. All right, and so miscues often were not they didn't take away from the meaning of the text as she read, and sometimes they did. But here's the thing. Block 3 helped me better understand why students need to see themselves in the literature, including the art they read. Well, including art, but students have to be able to see themselves and they have to be able to connect to the text. I think that I was most engaged in school when I read about people who look like me, and I especially enjoyed reading Toni Morrison's Jazz and other novels by Toni Morrison, Home, and I felt validated, for example, right, when I saw myself in the literature, because I hadn't read very much about people like me in the text. And so gotta give our kids that opportunity to read about people who are like them. And I'm not saying for a miscue analysis, but in the classroom in general. And so Tatum notes that Black children from low-income households struggle with reading. Okay, I think that is almost like people everywhere understand that our kids struggle. Black children, Black and brown children, a lot of them struggle. But not only do the Black and brown kids struggle, there are white kids and Hispanic kids who also struggle as well. And so it's not just one group of people. Anywhere there is a lack of interest in education or reading, there's going to be someone struggle. Those kids are going to struggle.